The Los Angeles Dodgers continue to sign all-star after all-star. They're going to be one of the highest spending teams in baseball in 2026. But here's the thing. They've also just surpassed $1 billion in deferred payments. This is Coach's Tape by Baseball Authority. And today, we're breaking down how the defending champs are building a dynasty, while most teams are worried about staying under the luxury tax. Here's how this actually works. When you sign a player, you don't have to pay them everything this year. You can defer it. Push those payments into the future, sometimes 10, 20, or even 30 years down the line. Edwin Diaz just signed a 3-year, $69 million deal with the Dodgers. Sounds expensive, right? Not when you look at the deferrals. The Dodgers are deferring $4.5 million of his salary every year. So instead of paying $23 million annually, they're paying roughly $18.5 million in real dollars. But Diaz isn't the only one. Shohei Ohtani signed a $700 million contract with the Dodgers. $680 million of that isn't being paid until 2034 to 2043. Mookie Betts has $115 million in deferred from 2033 to 2044. Freddie Freeman has $57 million deferred until 2040. Blake Snell has $66 million deferred. The total, the Dodgers now owe over $1 billion in deferred payments to 9 players, stretching all the way to 2047. The peak years, 2038 and 2039, when they'll owe $102.3 million in each of those 2 years in deferred payments. This is where the genius comes in. While other teams are constrained by the luxury tax, which is the competitive balance threshold that limits teams to roughly $244 million in payroll, the Dodgers are signing star players at a fraction of the cost in any given year. Think about it. If the Dodgers had to pay Ohtani $700 million up front over 10 years, that's $70 million every single year. That alone would bury them in luxury tax penalties. But by deferring most of it, they're making the current year cap hit look manageable. And that's the loophole. Under MLB rules, deferred money is calculated at discounted rate for luxury tax purposes. So a player getting paid $20 million today costs the luxury tax differently than a player getting the same $20 million 15 years from now. The Dodgers have been able to sign multiple All-Stars in each offseason. And here's what's important to understand. The Mets, Yankees, and Dodgers all had the highest payrolls in baseball in 2025. While other teams are choosing between signings, do we sign this closer or rebuild the bullpen? The Dodgers are always doing both. But here's the reality check. The Dodgers paid a record $169 million luxury tax bill last year. Their bill alone exceeds the total payroll of 12 individual MLB franchises. So yeah, they're paying a price for this strategy, just not the kind of price that actually stops them from winning. Reports indicate that the Dodgers have already made their money back on the ohtani signing through merchandise sales, ticket revenue, and increased viewership. He paid for himself in 2 years. The rest is just profit. The Dodgers aren't the only big market team thinking this way. The Yankees, Mets, and Red Sox have all started using deferred contracts more heavily. And until MLB does something about it, this is going to continue. Because here's what nobody is talking about. The players like it too. Shohei Ohtani saves millions on taxes by having his money deferred. Instead of paying California income tax on $70 million annually, he's spreading it out. That's real money in his pocket. So you've got the perfect alignment. Owners get to sign star players without blowing up their payroll. Players get to defer taxes and negotiate bigger deals because of it. And everyone wins. The only loser is competitive balance, and the teams that can't compete financially with Los Angeles, New York, and Boston. And the question hanging over baseball right now is, how long until MLB closes this loophole? The league has the power to change the rules. They could mandate that deferred money counts toward the luxury tax at full value. They could limit how much a contract can be deferred. They could do a lot of things. But right now, they're not. Which means big market teams are going to continue doing this until they're forced to stop. The Dodgers are pioneering a strategy that's going to reshape baseball's financial landscape for the next 2 decades. The billion-dollar gamble isn't really a gamble at all. They're making their money back immediately through championships and increased revenue. They're getting star players at discounted salary cap rates, and they're deferring the real costs until someone else is in charge. It's the smartest and most ruthless way to build a dynasty in the modern era. And until MLB stops it, every big market team is going to follow their playbook. Thanks for watching Baseball Authority. Drop your take on deferred payments in the comment section, and we'll catch you in the next one.